Hey there, future professionals. Welcome to Employability Plus, the channel where you'll find everything you need to build the skills that get you hired.
Hello friends, welcome to Employability Plus. In today's session, we are going to discuss how to create beautiful dynamic graphs in Excel. So why dynamic graphs are needed? See, when you create graphs like any other graph, like static graphs, users might have certain limitations because in case if they wish to change the information, if they wish to interact with the graph, the possibilities are very limited when it is a static graph like your bar chart, column charts. The graphs, the charts are prepared and shared with the viewers. However, there will be very less interaction between the graph and the user, which means user may not have option to modify certain changes and see the reflections in the graph. They cannot do that. It will be more static. But dynamic graph powers the facility of being more interactive with the user, which means they can make changes to the requirement. In the sense they make changes to the requirement, and then accordingly the graphs will be visualized, right? So it's a very essential thing in data visualization to have certain graphs which can be modified as per the user requirement, right? So we are going to create a dynamic graph. Again, I want to emphasize that dynamic graphs are very important, especially when you're creating dashboards, when you're creating metric reports, right? Or metric trackers or a dashboard. It is very important to have a dynamic graph. Let's see how to create. And before we create, let me show you what we are going to create today before we dismantle it and create from the scratch, right? So what are we going to do today? We are going to have something like this, wherein the data set is what the data is month wise product performance, different products performance month wise, like product A, product B, product C, how it has had, how it has performed over the months. Similarly, we have we can also create a comparison. There are multiple things you can do with this data set. One, you can have a comparison line chart. We can compare between products over the months, or you can have standalone product performance month wise, right? So both we are going to create through a dynamic chart. So let's see how we can create that, how it looks like. First understand how it looks like. Now when I create a chart which is not comparison, which is going to analyze how a particular product performed over over months, that we can use this particular option where we can just I can drop down and see how product B has performed, how product A performed. You can see that getting changed in the graph. I hope you observe this area where according to my selection, it is getting changed. This is for one product view. If I want to see multi-dimensional view where I want to see multiple products, I can compare the performance over the years in a line chart, then I can have something similar to this. This looks like this. Okay, this is another thing. Okay, what we have done here is we have created a scroll bar. Now you can see this one. You can see these changes here. This is for the month of product C. This is for product C, different months, and then this is product, all three products. So I can do it like this. All three products are like this. This is possible through dynamic chart. You might wonder, you might think that today we have chat gpt and all those stuff, you can create your graphs. But let me tell you folks, it's too early for even chat gpt to create dynamic graphs. Be aware of that. It takes years, and again it comes with subscriptions, right? So chat gpt may give you a normal graph quickly, but a graph which is dynamic in nature, which you know uh, created based on your own creativity, it is possible only through an excel. Okay, you can create a graph based on your own creativity, right? Using the all available functions in excel. That is what we are going to see. Let's see how we can do it from the scratch. I'm going to tell you step by step. Before that, I'm going to delete all this. I'm going to tell you how to create this one step by step. In case if you are not subscribed to this channel, I suggest you to do it immediately, because I've already uploaded more than 30 videos which are very user friendly, which is easy to understand in case you want to learn. And I've been teaching Excel over more than 10-15 years. I've been into training people on Excel, so my expertise all have been put inside those videos. I hope you would enjoy and learn out of those videos. Please do subscribe in case if you are not done before. Right, you will keep getting a lot of videos related to Excel, Power BI, many more areas which we are going to explore, which will enhance your employability. Let me delete all those things quickly. Okay, we have deleted. We are going to start from the scratch now. How to create? Let's see how to create. So now you know the data set. Let's start begin this one. First, we are going to create individual wise, month wise data. So how are we going to do it? We are going to first let's create a developer. Let's go to developer. In case if you don't have a developer, don't get panic. In your Excel, go to file where you can have more. In more, you have options. In that, you can use customize ribbon where you can tick on the developer option. If you don't have it, you can tick, you will get it. Once you get it, first step, you can just bring a spin button. This is for individual performance. Spin button, bring the spin button. Okay, and then right click here. I'll explain you what you have to do. Format control. We are going to control this one using what? It was available where? In insert, in developer. So current value, let's keep, because we are going to see three different products performance individually. So the current value can be 1 because this is the first one. And minimum value also can be 1 because we are going to create a control which is 1 to 3 only. 3 options only we are going to change. So the maximum is going to be 3. The incremental change is 1. Product A is 1, product 2 is 2, product C is 3. So 1, 2 and 3. So we are going to have minimum value 1, maximum value 1, incremental is going to be 1, 1, 1 and current value is 1. The cell link we are going to give it here. Let's give cell link. What happens now? Let's see this one. Whenever I increase it, can you able to see this getting increased? See this one? 3. Now it becomes 2, 3, 1. A drop down. So this has to be linked here. I think we have not deleted this one, right? So let's delete also and create it. Delete this, right? Now what I'm going to do is whatever I'm making correction changes, it is getting updated here, right? Now this has to be linked with the table and then graph has to be built, right? So we are going to use a formula wherein we are going to link it with using index formula, right? So for that index, open bracket, select the range, only the range, not the labels. Don't select the labels which are top of the data set, which is date, product names and month. Only select the table, right? For those who are not clear with index match. By the way, I have created another video exclusive for index match. If you want to learn, it is available already, right, in the channel. So comma, then you can say row number. Row number, you have no idea about the row number. Which row? Basically, I want to month wise. I want to have the product see details. So since we don't have, since it is dynamic in nature, we cannot give a static month row number. What we can do is row number we make system to find out. So we are giving match function, match of this value, this January in this list, comma 0. Similarly, comma, again we can say match this product C, this is column number in this place, comma 0. So we get the result. Now you might wonder, how did we get, by the way, product C? Product C is very simple, is equal to index formula, only index, okay, and say that this, okay, comma, where you want to have this, you want to have in this, this you have to have in this column number. So it will give you product C because it's a column number. I'll show you the formula once again. Equal to index, select the range, and then comma 3. So what happens? It will, whatever selection I'll do, see this one is getting changed. Product, it becomes product B, product C because of this one. Because simple index formula we have done, right? Similarly, Similarly, we can put selection, right? We can say that we can just, do a function F4. We can freeze it, right? Like this, we can freeze it. And then say this should not come to the right side. So I'm putting a dollar sign in front of this. Dollar sign, I have done another video. You can see that it will be easy for you to understand the usage of dollar sign. Here, it should not come down. So I'm putting a dollar sign here. Now you copy paste. Once you have created, all you have to do is select this graph, select this data, whatever you got it through the formulas, and then go to insert, select a simple, column chart. Now what happens now, once you are selected, whatever changes you do it to this button, right? Spin control. It gets updated in your graph. Very simple thing. What did we do? We just brought this one from the developer, right? Using insert option, we just took this option, okay, spin button, and from there we have used index match and index formula. Then we brought this graph. So whenever I change the option here, it gets updated and it presents a dynamic graph to you. It's not no longer it is a static. It has been converted into a dynamic chart. However, this is a single dimensional chart because it talks about only one particular thing. Now, if you want to convert into multi-dimensional, we can see how to convert that in our the next video. I hope you understood this concept of creating a dynamic chart, one dimensional, right, using spin button option. Now, in the next video, we are going to see how to create multi-dimensional, okay, dynamic chart using another option, which we are going to see in the next video, right? So I hope you have understood the concept of how to create this particular thing, dynamic chart, single dimension.